Yes, y'all. Stacey Mallory back in the house. This is Stacey Mallory with LA Chargers Talk 4630. And what we do every week on Fridays, we have a conversation and a preview of the upcoming games on Sunday. And then on Sunday at 12 o'clock, I'm going to try to stick to the time. At 12 o'clock on Sundays, we'll be doing the football picks and having some interacting with some fans as they call in. We do that live. And then on Monday at 11 o'clock in the morning, we'll be going over summarizing what just happened on Sunday. Some big games up today, and I'm not going to hold too long. Just want to do some football picks. I wasn't originally had this, idea to fit in, but a lot of people have been telling me you should do some of your football picks. I've been known to be maybe 85% pretty accurate when I do the football picks. So let's start with the first three games. I want to do these picks and get them on out of the way so we can get to watching some football today. I'm not going to hold you up too long. But the first game, I got the Rams facing the Bengals. Now, the Rams, shockingly to me, the Rams looked totally like they were beginning to start the rebuilding stage. And the Rams have started out pretty good. They haven't looked like we thought they would. And Matthew Stafford got it going. And, they just traded Cam Akers. So, I don't know how that's going to work out and who's going to take over the load. But when you look on the other side in Cincinnati, they should not have started the season with Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow was dealing with that calf injury. It is still lingering. That is a problem. He's so far questionable to start the game. I don't think that he will play. I'm picking the Rams to win that game 27-19. And that's tough to do because I never would have pictured the Bengals starting off 0-2. It definitely wouldn't pick them to be 0-3. They definitely need this game today. But the way they've been playing and with the question marks about Joe Burrow's injury and with the Rams, I'm taking the Rams 27-19. Then we go over to Cleveland. And Cleveland, Deshaun Watson got to get it together. He hasn't looked like the same Deshaun Watson was with the Houston Texans. He's still struggling a bit. I don't know how much of that he was off for a couple of years. I don't know how much of it is rust, if we can even keep using excuse as rust. But he definitely needs to be playing better with a guy that has the most guaranteed money from a quarterback in the National Football League. And the Titans is a tough team. I didn't expect the Titans to beat my team, the Chargers, last week. But we did some Charger stuff like we always do and went down 0-2. But the Titans came to play. They bought it. I think Deshaun Watson will get back on track this week. I think the defense is going to be too much. I think, even though you're missing Nick Chubb, you bring in Kareem Hunt. They got a couple of other backs. And I think they'll do fine in Cleveland. I'm going with the Browns 17-14. And then you have up next in Washington, you got the Commanders and Bills. I like what the Commanders are doing with Eric Bieniemy right now. I like how he got the offense going. There was all these question marks and people saying that he don't call plays when he was with the Kansas City Chiefs. And right now, they look pretty good. But with all that being said, I still like the Bills 27-17 in that game. I just think a little too much defense. Even though Washington going to bring the defense too, I just think that Josh Allen is heating up right now, and I got to go with the Bills. That's 27-17. And our next set of picks, you got out in Baltimore, you got the Colts and the Ravens. And the Ravens, oh my God, they have so many injuries. Odell Beckham is missing. They got another running back that's down. They have 6 starters altogether that's not playing that game. It just seemed like the Ravens can't shake the injury bug. But also the Colts, their quarterback is not playing. I believe that he's still in concussion protocol. I don't know. I don't doubt if Anthony Richardson playing today. I don't know who the backup is. I really don't. They in Baltimore. I think their defense is going to be enough. I don't think the Colts have enough, and I like the Ravens 23-13. And then, now this game here is tricky. This game here is tricky because this is New England. Now, Bill Belichick know how to draw up a defensive scheme to take away what you do best. Usually I would pick the Patriots because of Bill Belichick. Mac Jones still not playing all that well, and neither is Zach Wilson. This team was on such an emotional high with the addition of Aaron Rodgers and all the pieces that they brought over, and this team, a lot of people thought they can get to the Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers with that defense that they got, and they do have a hell of a defense. With them being home, and New England got to fly over to Jersey, to MetLife Stadium, I'm going to say, and I hate going against Bill Belichick, especially in a division game like this, but for all the hype that was on the Jets to make a deep playoff run, and with the defense that they got and that running game that they got, where they have Dalvin Cook and Breece Hall, if they stick to the game plan, which is to play knockout defense and run the ball, I'm going to pick the Jets to beat the New England Patriots 17-14. Now we're going to go over to Seattle, and, the quarterback is out already. I don't think it's a whole lot to talk about right here. I'm taking Seattle Seahawks at home 28-10. And then our next set of games, this is also tricky. The Steelers face Las Vegas Raiders. Now, Pickett hasn't looked good at all. There's no doubt about that. I think Pickett looked good at the second half of the season last year, and I thought that was going to carry over. We thought it was when we saw the preseason games with the Steelers, and Pickett was looking good. He was looking good. Everything was clicking, and we were looking for a big year from him. But so far, coming out of the gate has been very slow. He hasn't been very accurate at all, and they have struggled, even in the win last week. And the Raiders are a team that's just having so much adversity and so much drama that's going on with Chandler and the head coach and the owner, and Josh Jacobs haven't gotten going because he was holding out, and I believe Adams had a concussion. Look, I just say anybody can win this game because I know the Raiders are going to do everything they can at home to try to win, and the Steelers are a beatable team. But I'll say this. I trust Mike Tomlin more than I trust Josh McDaniels or the Raiders. So I'm going with the Steelers 2017. Now we go on to this game here in Detroit. I like the Falcons. I like what the running back is doing. I mean, Bijan Robinson looks like the real deal. I mean, he's breaking ankles. He's busting loose from tackles. He got blazing speed. He got the wiggle. He got the whole package. And I like what they're doing and how they're using him. And the Falcons got off to a surprise and 2-0 start, and I'm giving them respect for that. I didn't think they would, but they're playing teams a lot tougher than I thought. The only problem that I have with this game is that the Detroit Lions are coming. They're a good upcoming team. They play good defense. They run the ball very well. They have a good quarterback in Jared Goff. They at home in Detroit. I can't, as much as I want, and I like Bijan Robinson, I want to take the Falcons, I can't. I have to go with Detroit at home. So I'm picking Detroit 24-17. When the next game is the Houston Texans and the Jaguars, there's not a whole lot I need to say here. I'm picking the Jaguars 24-13. No disrespect, Texans, but that's just the way it is. Okay, my next group of games, we on the road. Saints are going to go into Green Bay, and I think that Derek Carr hasn't shown us the playmaking abilities that he was doing when he was with the Raiders. Jordan Love got off to a big game out front the first game of the season, but the second game was kind of like came back down to earth and started making some boneheaded mistakes, and the one where he lined up behind the guard instead. Listen, that Saints defense is for real, and I'm going with the Saints 23-17 over Green Bay. And now we have this game here, Cowboys and Cardinals. Look, there's not a whole lot to talk about here. We know what it is. We know what the Cardinals are, and we know what the Cowboys are. With that ferocious defense, I think this could get ugly. I'm taking the Cowboys 38-9. And this game, the Broncos versus the Dolphins. You're looking, Broncos need to go 1-2. They don't want to go 0-3. The more games they lose, it's not going to look good for Russell Wilson. Sean Payton is losing his patience. But I'll say this. I don't know if they can take advantage of the fact that Waddle is out. Broncos have a decent defense. Dolphins sort of have a decent defense as well. But I still think they have too many playmakers on the offensive side. I think Russell Wilson struggles again in this game. I think the Dolphins win at home 27-16. And now we have 3 more games left. There's not a whole lot to say. I love Justin Fields. I see the playmaking ability he have. I see the plays, that the impact plays he made last year with his legs. I think this Chicago Bears team is messing up his mechanics. They messing up his head. Listen, Justin Fields needs to play better. But you think about it. When in the history of the Chicago Bears have you ever seen a really good quarterback? They never seem to get it right when it comes to quarterbacks. And they got the right guy now. I really think he got the right stuff. But I don't think he have the right coaching staff in place. And I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of chaos going on other than that in Chicago. And I like the Chiefs at home. They have no way at all of beating the Chiefs in Arrowhead. And I got the Chiefs winning 31-10. And then we have the Eagles and the Buccaneers. This was also hard for me. My son is a Tampa Bay fan. Hurts hasn't really gotten off to the start that I was expecting. This guy, up until week 12 before he got injured, was the MVP candidate. I mean, this is a guy that been to a Super Bowl. This is a guy that's a stud. And the Eagles lost a lot of players off that defensive line, and people are not mentioning that. They haven't looked the same. They haven't looked like the explosive Eagles, and they attacking the quarterback and being disruptive in the backfield. And also on the other side, the Buccaneers have always been known for being a team that plays good defense. And Mayfield really take my hat off to him the first 2 games. He's balling out. And he's got Tampa Bay going in the right direction. But I'm going to say Hurts going to finally, and the Eagles are to finally put the game together to silence their critics. And I think they put it all together, but it's a close one. I like the Eagles in this game over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 24-21. And then the final game happened to be my team, Chargers. You've gotten off to an 0-2 start. You couldn't make a stop in the end, and Herbert had the last drive, and we couldn't finish. We played Tennessee, and we were dominating in the first half. But again, we couldn't finish. I'm challenging the Los Angeles Chargers today to step up. I know it's going to be hard with that defense. The way they've been playing, it's going to be hard. You're going up against Justin Jefferson. You're going up against Jordan Addison. Listen, you need to win this game. For all that matters, for the coach to keep his job, for the Chargers to still have playoff aspirations, you cannot start 0-3. I believe they know what's at stake. They know what's on the line, and I'm taking the Los Angeles Chargers to defeat the Minnesota Vikings today. I think they put it all together and they finish 38-24. Thank you for joining us and hanging out with us. And the only thing I'm going to tell you is make sure that you go over and you like and give me a thumbs up if you like this, what we got going on here. And don't forget to hit subscribe so that you can catch every time we go on live. I thank you. I appreciate you. And the famous words of Arnold Schwarzenegger, go Chargers, go. Enjoy your football games. I'll talk to you soon.